And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hey. Ready.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Our game here, the second of 3 on this fine Christmas day. Coming up later tonight, the Bucs and Cardinals from Glendale. And then remember, as if your spouse hasn't chided you enough already, more football coming your way tomorrow night. Chargers and Colts on the 26 from Indianapolis. After the run, now Stafford going to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Alex Singleton making the play defensively. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they? And he fires one that's intercepted. Built up by Caden Stearns. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That goes for a gain of 31.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Gordon will score. Touchdown, Broncos. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing off.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 44. They begin the drive with Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to find Greg Dulcich there, but now it's 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Cooper Kupp deep for L.A. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back from both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. That's taken on the 25. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. They go play action now. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This pass caught by Hamler. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. McManus's point after is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. 21. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Hamler now on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. This returnable for Cup. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now
a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On 1st down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Out of his end zone now is Calais. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, LA. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will cut the lead down to 15. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. Cup now on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McManus's point after is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And now off to the races down the right side. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. Cut the lead down to 15. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Out of his end zone now is Calais. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got Hamler on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go play action with Wilson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Touchdown! He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam from 21 yards away. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Out of his end zone now is Calais. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Returning it, here's Hamler. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Broncos are pouring it on. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Rams 16. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Hey, let's go!
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Easy, you learn. Hey.
Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Score, Broncos 60, Rams 16.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Going right back to Akers. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Stay 50, stay 50.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Third and long. It's Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Wilson's throw hauled in by Washington.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
An extra point by Gain is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 135 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now a toss running left, Akers. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Henderson is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? To throw is Stafford. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Rams 23, Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Denver, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5.
I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out the full. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top. Cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full.
Convoy. 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free. That's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy. Off the top.
I just scraped it off the top. Cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. It's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, and go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't